Marco Silva structures Benfica in possession from an asymmetrical 4-3-3, with the team able to shift between different attacking structures depending on the positioning of the ball and the behavior of the opposition. Here we can clearly identify the midfield triangle, with Barreiro and Sudakov initially occupying the spaces behind the opposition midfield line, positioned in the half spaces. On the right side, the asymmetry becomes particularly clear. The fullback pushes high and wide, allowing Rafa to move inside and create a vertical overlap with Barreiro. When the opposition pressure gets closer to the Benfica ball carrier, we see a recurring attacking pattern. The ball side interior midfielder drops towards the ball to provide a frontal support option, while the defensive midfielder, Enzo in this example, positions himself behind the first line of pressure, ready to become the third man. Benfica maintains possession and switches the point of attack, and we see the same pattern again. As pressure approaches the new ball carrier, Sudakov immediately drops to provide frontal support, while Enzo makes himself available in the space between the opposition's first and second lines of pressure. Here, the asymmetry between the two fullbacks becomes particularly evident. Dahl, on the left, drops into a position close to the center back in possession. This creates a problem for the opposition press, because Benfica's intention is to attract the opposition right winger towards the ball and then exploit the space created behind him. From there, Benfica creates two coordinated solutions to break the pressure. The first comes from the attacking midfielder, who uses an inside to outside movement to attack the space behind the opposition winger. This creates a 2 versus 1 against the opposition midfielder. If he is attracted towards the ball side movement, Enzo can then emerge as the second solution, occupying the space between the opposition midfielders and becoming the free player. At this point, Benfica's attacking structure can clearly be identified as a 3+2+5, with Barreiro taking on a hybrid role within this structure. Depending on the pressure on the ball, he can either drop alongside Enzo to reinforce the second line or move one line higher to join Rafa in the half space. We can see that behavior clearly here. With the ball carrier now uncovered, Barreiro steps beyond the midfield line to become an additional attacking option. From here, we can identify a recurring pattern between the midfielder and the right winger, using opposite movements to manipulate the opposition midfield line and exploit the space created between the two midfielders. Barreiro moves from inside to outside, while Rafa moves from outside to inside. These opposite movements aim to drag the opposition midfielder away from his position, opening the space between the two opposition midfielders for Benfica to exploit. Once again, Enzo appears as the third man. He receives facing the opposition midfield line, giving Benfica the possibility to accelerate the attack immediately after breaking the first pressure. Notice as well the 4 Benfica players occupying the inside channels and attacking the defensive line. This forces the opposition fullbacks to defend in more interior positions, particularly to control the penetration runs coming from the half spaces. And this is where Benfica look to exploit the resulting 2 versus 1 situations against the opposition fullbacks, using the width, the inside occupation, and the timing of the movements to identify the free player.